Okay, let's have the next situation. So, by the way, this situation is the same as the last board examination na question. No, last November 2024, no, lumabas ito. So, for the figure shown, members AC, BE, and DF are purely actually loaded members. Member AC and DF are tubular sections, while member BE is a wide flange section and buckling is considered about the x-axis of the section. You're given the area of the wide flange. So, bali ano to ha? Tubular, ito yung wide flange. So yung wide flange daw na yan, ang area ay given, yung moment of inertia about x and y are also given. So, unang question, compute the load on member AC. So, pinapahanap yung load sa member AC. So, medyo tricky itong ano na to, yung analysis dito. Kasi kung titignan natin, merong tatlong column. Isa naka-incline. Tapos, meron ditong platform, tapos meron dalawang load, P1 tsaka P2. So, given nga pala yan. Yung P1 ay 60, yung P2 ay 80. Kasi ito ay 45 degrees. Tapos, yung beta is 60 degrees. Okay? So, yung H ay 5 meters. So, actually dito, kapag iisipin mo, para siyang para siyang indeterminate kasi meron kang tatlong reaction dito na nawawala. Okay? So, yun, no, pwedeng gano'n. Pero actually, determinate lang yan dahil, ano naman to eh, two force member lang ito. Lahat. Ito two force member lang ito. Kaya ang mangyayari, kapag din-drawing natin yung free body diagram ng AEF, so ganito itsura. Tapos yung A nga pala, given yan. Um, hindi pala, hindi given itong A na to. Pero equal distance. So, bali, dito merong reaction sa A, force sa AC. Tapos dito may 60. Tapos dito may force sa DE. Tapos dito merong force na 80. Tapos 45 degrees. Tapos dito may reaction ulit, FB. Ayan. Okay? So, dito ang key para ma-solve yung AC. Kasi pag nag-moment ka lang kaagad, moment ka, wala ka bang masasolve eh. Pero tingnan nyo, pag nag-summation of forces X ka, may masasolve ka na kaagad. Okay? Kasi dalawa lang naman dyan yung merong X component. Yung sa BE at saka yung sa um, BE at saka yung AT. No? So, we have AT cosine 45 is equal to PBE. Okay, PBE cosine 60. Okay, so we can solve for PBE. So that gives us 80 square root of 2 or 113.14 kilonewtons. Okay? Now, to calculate for AC, pwede na tayo mag-moment dito sa FD kung gusto mong kumbitin kagad si AC. Okay? So, again, itong mga distances na to ay puro tigi A. Okay? So, if you take summation of moment at F, assuming counterclockwise positive, we will have PAC times 1, 2, 3, 4, apat na A. Don't worry, yung A na yun, magka-cancel lang. Tapos, clockwise yun, so negative. Tapos, 60 times tatlong A. Tapos, counterclockwise. And then, yung Y component ni PBE. So, PBE, which is 113.14, sine 60. Okay, tas ang moment arm is 2A. Ang rotation ng Y component niya ay clockwise. And then yung Y component naman ni 80, so 80 sine 45. Moment arm is A. Tas ang rotation ay counterclockwise. And that is all equal to 0. And once again, magka-cancel lang po yung lahat ng A na yan. Kaya kahit hindi yan given, okay lang. Okay? And therefore, we can solve for PAC. So we have 60 times 3 minus 113 sine 60 times 2 plus 80 sine 45 times 1 over 4. So PAC would be 10.15. Okay, so that is the force in AC. So letter A. Okay, next, compute the stress in member BE. So pinapahanap lang yung stress sa BE. So bali, meron na tayong ano force sa BE. So for number 2, yung stress sa BE will just be force over area. Okay, and that is 113.14. Gawin lang natin Newton para maging megapascal. Tapos yung area given naman, 2.86 times 10 to the cube. And that gives us 39.56 megapascals. Okay, so that's letter B. And then lastly, compute the ratio of the actual allowable stress of member BE. Use the given table. So, para makuha natin actual allowable stress, gagamitin natin yung table. At kung titingnan nyo yung table, in terms lang ito ng KL over R. So, kailangan lang natin makuha yung KL over R. Okay? Para malaman natin equivalent na allowable stress. Okay? So, para makuha yon kailangan natin yung... So, nga pala, these are pin ha. Pin connected yan. And dahil pin connected yan, para dun kay BE, yung K natin is just 1. Okay? Yung effective length factor. Tapos yung L natin is yung length nito. Okay? So, para makuha yung length yan, hindi ba ito ay 5? Okay? And may angle naman na binigay, so therefore, we can define the length of BE. And that is 5 over sine of 60. Okay, kasi galing yan sa ano eh. Di ba sine ng 60 is 5 over ito. So to solve for this, no, we just cross multiply. So 5 over sine 60. So that is 5.774. Okay? And now that we have that, ang next natin na kailangan is yung our radius of gyration. So ang radius of gyration ay square root of I over A. So ngayon, dapat, no, technically speaking, ang gagamitin natin dito na R is yung mas maliit na R. So ibig sabihin, dapat mas maliit na I yung gagamitin. Kaya lang may sinabi kasi sa problem, sinabi niya kasi na buckling is considered about the x-axis of the section. So that's why, ito ang gagamitin natin. Pero kung walang sinabi, ang gagamitin po natin is yung mas maliit na section property. Ibig sabihin, doon siya mas mahina. Dito kasi, meron siyang in-specify na yung buckling daw is about the x-axis of the section. So, susundin lang natin yun. So, that's why ang gagamitin natin na R is yung Rx. So, ang Rx natin ay 12.11 times 10 to the 6. Tapos yung area natin is 2.86 times 10 to the 3. That is 65.07. Okay, so therefore, we can now calculate our slenderness ratio. That is 1 times L. So, gawin natin mm over R. Kasi naka-mm yung R. So, we have, so pag gusto ko lang exact, so that's 88.72726. No? So, store natin. Okay, so ngayon, tingin tayo sa table. Sa table, ano yung sagot? 88, no? 88. So, sa table, hanapin natin 88. So, nandito. So, ibig sabihin, dahil ito ay 88.7, it's going to be between these two. Okay? So, well, ideally, mag-interpolate tayo dyan. No? Ideally, mag-interpolate tayo. Alright? So, pero, pwede rin kasi na malaman mo na kagad dito kung ano yung sagot eh, no? But anyway, kunwari lang, interpolate tayo. So, paano ba nga ba mag-interpolate? So, you can use mode stat. Okay, mode stat. Tapos yan. Tapos yung X na nilagay natin yung mga KL over R. Tapos ito natin lagay allowable stress. Ayan. Tapos regression. Okay, y hat. Tapos dito, lagay natin yung na-compute natin na KL over R. So, lalabas 98.95 yung FA. So, 98.95 megapascals. Okay, so therefore, yung allowable stress to actual stress to allowable stress ratio would be 39.56 over 98.95. And that gives us 0.4. And that will be our answer. Okay? So actually, kung halimbawa lang, tinatamad kayo mag-interpolation, pwede kasi ano lang eh, kunin nyo na lang yung average, total, maliit lang naman masyado yung difference. 99.6 plus 98.7, divide mo ng 2. Tapos meron ka naman ng ano eh, load na binigay, 39.56 over answer. So as you can see, malapit ni isa lang sa choices, kapag nagbase tayo sa choices, yun lang talaga yung pwedeng maging sagot, letter C, no? Okay? Kaya pwede na rin na kahit na i-testing mo na kagad yung upper and lower limit nung allowable stress sa table para mas mabilis. Tapos sa choices, usually naman ang nilalagay sa choices medyo malalayo yung values. Kaya makikita mo kagad na yun yung sagot. Okay? But anyway, the most correct solution is yung una kong pinakita, of course. And that's how we solve this particular problem.